I'm not going to tell you anything you don't know. Maybe. Well, let's see. That so everybody knows Buddhism started in India, and what you might not realize is that the Indians are very proficient at classifying things. You must have noticed if you studied any Buddhism at all. There's Four Noble Truths. There's 12 Nidanas. There's all these kind of classifications, right? So, and the different Buddhist paths which exist to address the needs of different kinds of people. It isn't that there's one path for everyone, but these Buddhist paths, they can be classified in all kinds of different ways. And for example, in one of the Tibetan traditions, is classified as what they call the 9 yanas, the 9 paths. But when it comes to Dzogchen, which is which I think most people agree that the Dzogchen is the most direct, fastest path. But when it comes to Dzogchen, it says there are only 2 paths. Straight away, I hope there's kind of like a release, like a relief. There's only 2 paths. Those that take mind and those that take wisdom. And hopefully I'm going to explain what this means a little bit, so then we can sit in the Dzogchen way. So basically, mind, it's called Sem in Tibetan, Chitta in Sanskrit. You've heard of bodhicitta. So this refers to mind, and it's basically about thinking. It's about, I always refer to it as judgmental mind, because it's always making comparisons. It's always saying this is bigger than that. I like this, I don't like that. That needs more salt. Okay, so that's Sem. We're very familiar with this one. We're very familiar with Sem. And then there's Rigpa, which is the Tibetan word. It's called Vidya in Sanskrit. And it refers to direct seeing. It's a wisdom that sees things as they actually are, directly. So, the key in Dzogchen, it's said by many masters, is to actually know the difference between the 2 of these. Is to be able to identify this direct seeing aspect of our experience. So if we first of all just briefly look at the judgmental mind, what's it like? Okay, so you're sitting here comfortably in your own space, right? You have nothing to do, right? What happens? There's this whole stream of consciousness, jumping from one thing to another, many different stories, pursuing some things, rejecting other things, ignoring other things, grasping. This is all happening. Hope you notice this. This is all happening while you're sitting quietly, safely in your own room. So what's the cause of all of this stream? What's the cause of it? Where does the tension arise from that causes all this energy? It's from a lack of ease. You could call it a dis-ease. We end up trying to control everything, trying to alter. So, when it comes to Dzogchen, there's 2 main practices in Dzogchen. One of them is called Tekcho, and the other one is called Togyal. Just to explain very briefly the practice of Tekcho, which is what we are trying to practice here. That's our goal or target, right? This word Tekcho, what it means is cutting through tension. It has to do with releasing tension and applying ease. So the key thing in this type of practice is ease and relaxation. Resting in open awareness. So what happens if you can't relax? You know, like the instruction is to relax. This is a special type of relax. This point now is this is a worthwhile point. It's a special kind of relax because what happens is we accept whatever is happening in our mind without trying to change it. That in itself produces a release of tension. What do? We acknowledge truthfully what we are experiencing, simply being present with that experience. So there's this cycle of just accepting how it is. Just accepting. Letting it be. Remaining with just simply seeing, experiencing. Not trying to control. Not following after what appears. But simply resting. The emphasis is on resting. Okay? So after all that big long palaver, let's just do it. Very simply. What do? Absolutely nothing. You're resting. You see, you're just sitting here in this room. Whatever comes, don't try to block it. Don't try to chase it. Just simply acknowledge. Like if you're feeling shitty, yeah, I'm feeling shitty. End of story. Don't try to relax. Just accept however you're feeling. That's enough. Don't try to change it. It's okay. You're sitting quietly in a room by yourself, safely. Just breathe. Leave your senses open. You can leave your eyes open. You don't have to block anything. Very natural, awake, present. If you want your mind to shut up, just acknowledge that. You don't have to make it shut up. Relax. You don't have to stay in a particular way. Leave your mouth slightly open. Allow yourself to breathe through your mouth. Just say this out loud. Ah. So when you practice like this, for little brief moments, the conversation in your head stops. It's very natural. It's nothing dramatic. Very natural. Then you're resting in your nature without grasping. That's the whole point to this. Okay,